Call the meeting to order at 7:01, and please call the roll.
All right. Ned Stachin,
Here,
Richard Berlandy,
Here.
David Fox,
Here.
Robert Eisner,
Here.
Neil Kelsey,
Here.
Mark Simpson,
Here.
Andre Simons, Jay Tulin,
I'm here.
and George Santos. All right, Chair.
shall we appoint Jay? Or let's appoint Jay as a city member tonight?
Set him in for Andre.
Yeah,
All right, done.
Good.
So be it.
Thank you.
okay.
All right.
And the first item on the agenda, sidewalk on Newbern Ave, or Meadow Road, rather.
Yep. Get over there. All right, with us, we have the civil engineer, Justin Stone. All right.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm Justin Stone. I'm a new engineer here. The sidewalk project was one that I designed. Dylan was nice enough to stand in for me on the last meeting. So I'm here if you guys have any questions about it or concerns.
Got the wrong plan. Yep. I just didn't realize that. I'm like,
That's the wrong one.
got it. No, looks almost like the same one. That's what I'm sitting here going, oh, wait a minute. that's
The
not
title
right.
block's the same almost, right?
All right. Just give him a little brief.
Yep. So just like in the last meeting, it's about 5,500 linear feet of sidewalk with three dedicated crossings, one at Wisteria, and then two more further down Meadow Road. This is going to connect the nearby properties and nearby residential communities to both the school and also the trail. So it's going to go all the way from Wisteria all the way down to the trail. It's going to be on the south side of the road. As part of the project, we're going to do some drainage upgrade at the culvert right east of Judson Lane. Yep, right there. We're just going to pretty much size up the outlet pipe to prevent the flooding that occurs on the northern side of that culvert and floods up into that resident's property. So it'll just be in place. We have an easement there. We're gonna connect the larger pipe into the outlet structure, flared end on it. Stabilize it with some rocks underneath it like you're supposed to do, and then it'll be good to go. That's pretty much it. That's the crux of it. I did take out, Dylan told me that you guys found an error in the plans where there was a driveway right before the trail. I don't think that's on this plan, but I did take it out, connected it, confirmed there's no driveway. So I appreciate you guys finding that for me. I made my job a little bit easier, but so that has been fixed since the last meeting.
Okay, I don't have any questions. I'll ask, let's go down the list. Rich Berlandy,
No questions, thank you.
Dave Fox,
No questions.
Robert Eisner.
No questions, but I will note again that the public safety improvements outweigh any minor impact on the wetland or regulated area. And a comment.
Yeah, I would agree. Neil,
Nothing from me.
Mark Simpson,
No questions. Looks great.
okay, and Jay Tulin.
No questions. I agree. It looks great. And I also agree with what Commissioner Eisner said.
Very good. I don't have any additional questions on this. I guess the chair will entertain a motion to approve the application.
Well, this
So
not
moved by
approved.
Eisner to approve the application
Yeah.
with the condition that the engineering and construction staff coordinate with the planning and environmental staff.
Okay. And a second, please.
Dave will second.
All right, motion been made and second to approve with the coordination of town staff stipulation. All those in favor say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstain? Motion passes. Next
Now,
item on the agenda. Thank you. We're going into the woodworking lumber mill business, huh?
we'll see.
Interesting.
Yeah, let's see how it goes.
After the meeting, we'll let you know.
All right. Okay. Is the town gonna present on this or?
Yes.
Okay. Please go ahead.
Say your name again.
Yep, for the record, Justin Stone again, civil engineer for the town of Farmington. This project is at the 8750 Roma Drive property. I think it's also called the Coop locally,
Yeah,
something like that. I think the public works guys
chicken
call it
coop,
that.
let me zoom right in there for those.
Right, that
Yeah,
property right
right
there.
here, yeah, right here. So highway garage is right here. Roma Drive's here. It's this block of property here that was picked up as part of the Roma Drive subdivision.
So currently, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, Bruce, but currently that property I think is used as storage for public works.
Mhm.
There's
Okay.
two buildings on there. The one to the north is a barn. I believe the one to the south is actually a house.
No, it's
Is it also a barn?
no, a garage barn.
Like a garage?
Yeah,
Okay,
the house is
so-
over here, yeah.
Oh, that's the house. Okay,
That's
so
the house,
so there's a barn and a garage. They use it for storage. And currently with the sawmill, the town does own a sawmill. They take logs and bring them to the public works garage. It means that every time that they cut, they have to pull it back out, they have to re-level it, cut however much lumber they need, and then, put it away. So they were trying to, they're proposing along with us that, we use this property, as a means to have a permanent location for the sawmill to be. I threw together a little PowerPoint. It's not very long.
Mhm.
Just sort of going over the mill. So the mill is, it is a gas powered Kohler engine, with a noise rating of 101 decibels. The 3000 RPM is like the standard operating rotation of, this sawmill. It has a water tank that feeds down and lubricates the blade. That also helps with a little bit of, sawdust control, a little bit of dust control. And then there's also a dedicated sawdust management port. It's on the right-hand side. I don't like to point out the right-hand side of kind of that. Yeah. So all the sawdust comes out there. As of right now, they collect it in a bucket, take that bucket, and bring it over to the mead, Tungus mead, to use for composting. Like I said, they have to kind of level it before every cut. So on the site, there's, like I said, the two existing barns, the barn and the garage. And there's the coop, which is this really long existing concrete pad you see on the left-hand side. It's in terrible shape, but what we're kind of proposing to do is sort of saw cut it, re-level it, and then use it as a location to have a covered barn, in essence, to store the sawmill and also to store some of the lumber that comes out of the sawmill. On the right-hand side, that's the little pond that's in the back of the property. It's frozen, but you can't get a thawed shot. So that's the pond that's in the back of the property. If you want to go to the next slide. So this is just a little snippet of the plan. So you can see the pond over to the west. And then that large concrete pad is going to almost be stuck into two phases. You have one section of it that'll turn into the sawmill storage area. And then you'll have another one that's going to be the cut lumber section of it. And also a milling driveway that'll connect the existing driveway, so they can take like a skid steer, go on the milling driveway with the lumber that they have, saw cut it, walk it over to the stockpile area, and then that milling driveway can kind of be used as a transfer point. Yep, yeah. I can't find an exact picture of the building we're gonna do, or I don't think we're gonna end up doing a lean-to roof. I know it might be a little bigger than this, but in essence, it's gonna be a timber structure on a concrete pad. It'll store the mill. It'll have doors kind of in the front of the mill. There's none on this one, and then another door where that guy is standing to be able to transfer the lumber that's after it's cut out to the lumber storage area. Yeah, you can go to the next one.
That's the end.
That's the end. Okay. So pretty quick.
So that-
Nothing too crazy. But that's the general idea of what we're gonna do. We have an anti-tracking pad on New Britain Avenue. And then silt fence on both sides of the pad. It's kind of a high point. It drains to both the front of the property and the back of the property. So we'll make sure that's all protected. And then there is an existing storm line that goes from Roma Drive, comes to a manhole, and then outlets to the pond. We found that when we were out there. So that's pretty much the basics of it. I'm here if you guys have any questions. Oh, we're gonna take away 2 trees. There's 2 eastern hemlocks that have woolly
Deldry?
adelgi. Yeah, thank you.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize that. Okay.
Yeah, so I looked at some of the leaves. You can see the white pods. So talked to the tree warden. We'll remove those as part of the project.
This one.
Yeah, it's those 2 right there.
Here's the existing structure.
Yep, that's existing.
Over here's the coop.
Yep.
Tree, and over there will be the coop or the sawmill in that area.
Yeah, and then back there is the pond.
Pond right there.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, did you say that the tree warden approved that these need to be taken down for,
Correct, yes.
it has a disease?
It's called woolly, what's the name again?
Adelgi.
Adelgi, yeah. It's like a
Okay,
yeah, it's like a little bug. They cocoon on the bottom of the leaf, and then they go in through the branches, eat away at the hemlock, and it's really bad for the hemlocks. And there's really no way to get rid of them. Once they're there and you can see their pods, it's kind of over for the hemlock trees. And then they spread from there. Luckily there's no hemlocks near them, so it's not like we're gonna have an outbreak of them. They're all over the place in like the Adirondacks area of New York. And
Okay.
yeah, that's the pad.
and you said that storing lumber is gonna be part of the lumber that's cut. Is there
Correct,
gonna
yeah.
be any like pressure treating system to the lumber or any chemicals that are added to the lumber to make it more resistant in this area?
No, so the idea behind this is that whenever we replace a ton of fence in Farmington, especially along the trail. So that's one of the main reasons we have a sawmill now. Instead of having to go buy the lumber, we can cut the lumber ourselves and replace it. So they're not gonna, they don't even have, I don't think they even have the means to pressure treat it when they're there. So
No, they're not gonna be painting. From what we're told, and there's no painting, no staining, no oiling, no preserving.
Yep.
Of anything. As I said in the agenda review, it's the town typically, we get a lot of, believe it or not, we get a lot of trees that are taken down either due to damage or are
Yeah.
from storms or diseased. So we've been usually just stockpiling, and out in the field, they get cut down, the brush gets thrown in the chipper, the rest of the tree gets brought down to the mead where it gets piled up and eventually gets put through a tub grinder and grinds it all up. So this is a way to try to reuse and recycle existing wood. So it seems to be it's gonna work because we have so much fence that we're always replacing. So they're
Yeah.
gonna go through this process and make boards, everything from the trail fence to the 6x8s that you see down at the mead.
right.
Those
Yeah.
that kind of wood fencing.
Yep.
So. And it's not a sawmill operation. You would think of like Hinman Lumber in Burlington where they're operating
Yeah.
7 days a week. This is as it said in there, the hours are what, 8 to 4?
8 to 4 Monday through Friday as needed.
And it's an as needed thing. So, our guys have enough to do with road work, road maintenance and plowing. So it's kind of be an off season during the winter in between their downtimes is they'll go down there during the day and cut up these logs as time permits.
Okay. All right, that's all I have questions. I'll ask the commission. Rich Burlandy?
Is there any like permanent sedimentation or erosion control so that the area doesn't drain toward the pond?
No, but they're gonna be enclosed. Both of those they're gonna be enclosed, concrete pads, will have a barn on them. And then, like I said, the sawdust and the scraps, they get collected, at the point of the sawmill as they're cutting logs. And then those get hauled away to the mead to be used as compost. So they'll be enclosed. They're gonna have doors that they can open, but they're gonna close them during operation. So they'll be enclosed. There shouldn't be anything kind of flying out, and going into the pond.
Okay, that's the only question I had. Thank you.
No problem.
Dave Fox,
No questions.
Robert Eisner,
The work is all within the regulated area, right? There's no direct impact to the wetlands.
Correct. Yeah. So pretty much I'm gonna zoom in that dashed line right there. So you have a little bit of the stockpile area, and then you have a pretty good portion of the milling driveway. That'll be there. But there is nothing in the wetlands now.
Okay, thanks. And is there a planning and zoning review required for this as well?
I believe, yeah, because
Yes.
it's an improvement.
Yep, it'll be a special permit.
Okay,
Special
so it's
permit and
outside of
a
our
site plan
purview,
review.
but
Yep,
because
that's
it just
next.
seems like a little bit of an odd use, sort of surrounded by residences, but that's for the Planning and Zoning Commission to address. So, end of my comments. Thank you.
all right, Neil Kelsey,
Yeah, sorry. For some reason, the microphone wasn't on muting. Apologize. Yeah, I think it as from a inland wetlands and all that, I don't have any objections to it. I think it's a terrible idea. But that's more for planning and zoning. As Commissioner Eisner said, this is a residential area and you're putting a sawmill in it. I have concerns from that, but that's more of a zoning issue. I do have one question. The existing structure, are you leaving that or taking it down?
They'll be left there.
Okay. Any use for that or?
I think they're still gonna use it as storage. I'm not 100% sure unless you talk.
It's been a cold storage building ever since it was deeded over in the 80s. The town always used it for various maintenance as well as town of Farmington office supplies, like desks or something in there, and use the area for guide rail storage and fence storage and that kind of thing. So it kind of operated as a town yard off to the side.
Okay, that's it for me. Bad idea, but
Mark Simpson,
question, what's the timing of doing this project if you get approval?
They probably would start in the spring or summer. They can't do anything with it now.
I want to say the hearing is scheduled for March 24th. Is that? Yeah, it's March. It'll be March 24th with zoning. So if it's one meeting, they get it then and it gets approved, then they'll be done before April.
Yeah.
And then I think they're looking to get, and again, it is the highway department. So everything happens in between all the other work that they have to do. So
I was
it'll
just wondering
be,
about the infestation on those trees, how, do you, if you did it in the cold months, so you could maybe get that stuff out before, how do you dispose of all that? That tree is infested. If you can't put that stuff in the compost heap. So is there a plan to to dispose of it in a proper way?
I believe so. They'll probably, what's the tree company that you guys use?
I don't know what they're using.
Yeah.
That's something I think they'll actually discuss that with them. But yes, if it's the tree could possibly come down. It's not gonna be highway guys that are gonna do that.
Yeah.
So they'll schedule that and that could be done this winter and we could just coordinate with them on that and just make sure it's being disposed of properly.
Yeah, I don't know how they infest it, and if you can even use the whole tree itself, or
Yeah.
this tree
Yeah.
becomes the first victim of the sawmill. I don't know, but all right. Well, I'm just concerned about infestation. I don't want it to spread any further if we can avoid it.
Yeah, like I said, I don't really know how they got there, but there's no hemlocks in the immediate area. Places like the Adirondacks, they're starting to have an outbreak, so that's not good because that's all hemlocks.
Yeah, but if you're going to take this tree off site, it's got to go somewhere. So I don't know.
Correct. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep.
That's all. Thank you.
No problem.
And so this is gonna be a timber, oh, I'm sorry, Jay Tulin.
I don't have any, I had a couple of thoughts, but they got covered by the others, so I'm fine, thank you.
I mean, is this gonna be a timber frame building that it's full and is gonna be covered four sides? Cause I noticed like
Yeah.
the
Like I
example
said,
building
that
has
picture
open
doesn't,
sides.
yeah, that picture doesn't, I tried to find the closest one that I could of what we're trying to do. There will be, barn doors kind of facing the southern side of the building, so it'll be locked up and covered. That way, when it's not in use, the sawmill's protected.
Okay. Yeah, I do kind of question the location a little bit, but hopefully it can work out or maybe get a schedule going, but that's a TPZ thing. Um, and that drainage into the pond, that's all existing there. There's no, nothing to do there.
Correct, yeah.
Okay. All right,
Showed on the GIS, but it's on there. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, right.
I don't have any other questions for it, so I guess Chair, let's take a motion to accept the application.
So move, Mark.
Okay, and a second.
Second, Rich.
All right, and Bruce, you're okay with the erosion control and like any is the hay bales or whatever, the
Exactly, yeah, he's calling for straw wattle.
Straw
straw
wattle.
wattle.
And silt fence,
yeah.
both.
Okay. All right. So I guess we'll just I'm sorry, did I ask for a motion? I'm on cold medicine here.
Yep.
All right, so do we have a motion's
Hmm?
been made to accept the application?
Yes,
Yes.
Okay, and a second?
yep.
Okay, all those in favor say aye.
It's just
Aye.
weird.
Aye.
I can't hear anything.
Who can't hear?
I can hear.
All right, then you want to, and if you want to discuss any, want to do a site walk and you want to discuss, significance?
Uh, I don't think we need a site, I don't know. I don't think we need a sidewalk. I think as people have pointed out, this is gonna be mostly a TPZ thing, because I don't know the location, but uh, in regards to, not being in any of the wetlands areas, just in the upland review areas or in the corners of it. Uh, I don't think we need a site review. I'll ask the board. Rich, do you believe we have a site review? A site plan, oh, a site walk?
No, I don't need a site walk.
All right, Dave Fox.
No site walk. I don't think it's significant either.
Oh, that's right, yeah. Rich, you think it's significant?
I do not.
Okay. Robert Eisner, significance in a site walk?
Not significant, no need for a site walk.
Okay, Neil Kelsey,
Yeah, I agree on both of those.
Mark Simpson,
Significant and no sidewalk.
okay, and Jay Tulin,
Ditto and ditto, thank you.
okay. So Chair will entertain a motion that this is not a significant activity.
Jay, so moved.
Second, Mark.
Okay. All those in favor say aye. Aye.
I
Right.
Aye.
Opposed, abstain. All right, motion passes that this is not a significant activity. And we'll vote on it next meeting. No sidewalk. Did you say this is gonna be before the TPZ,
Yep, on
before our
March,
next meeting?
yeah, on March, 24th.
Okay. All right,
Did we vote to accept the application? I can't remember.
Yes,
I thought we
Okay.
did.
Yes, we
I-
did.
Okay.
I think I gave some of Ned's, prescription there, yeah. Coming through the audio.
Yeah,
you
you hear,
guys aren't
it's a good
sharing.
thing we have, Zoom meetings today, 'cause I don't know, wouldn't want to get anybody else sick. All right, next item on the agenda, 331 South Road.
I was working with them last week, coming
Mhm.
up with a plan. Talked to them Friday morning, said I'm sending out the agenda review. They had not decided. After I sent out the agenda review, she called me back and said the applicant has decided to withdraw the application. So
Oh.
they're going to stick with the original approval, which is gonna be the sewer pipe in the road. All right,
Okay.
so just to give everyone a update on that.
Okay,
Okay,
Good job, Commissioner Eisner.
I think they probably realized it was a vernal pool and they didn't want to get into
Could be.
well, I mean,
There's,
it's also
there's,
kind of been
there's-
dragging on for a while, so.
yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
I
So,
was
there's
looking
still an
forward to
issue
the,
of,
I was looking
still an
forward to
issue
the
of-
site walk too.
yeah,
Well, we'd be
Still
waiting
an
for the
issue.
sidewalk.
Yeah,
You're not gonna find any vernal pools under the snow.
yeah.
Okay.
No.
Then anything for a planner's report?
nothing.
Okay, and approve, so Chair will entertain a motion to approve the minutes of February 5th. Somebody,
So moved by Eisner.
and a second, please.
Dave will second.
All right, motion been made, and seconded to approve the minutes of February 5th. All those in favor say aye. Aye,
Aye.
opposed, abstain, motion passes. I have a general question. I may have a scheduled conflict for the March 5th meeting. The other officer's gonna be here in attendance.
Chairman, I'll be here. This is
Okay,
Robert Eisner.
And Dave is planning on attending too.
all right, thank you. I'm not sure yet, but it's looking that way. Okay, is there anything else that the board wishes to discuss? All right, then we'll,
Ned, I have a quick question. It might be a silly question. I'm trying to remember if I was seated on, for the meeting on the 5th, and if that allows me to be able to vote on the minutes.
Yes.
Yes,
yes, you were
Okay.
seated,
I couldn't remember. Okay, great. Thank you.
yeah. Okay. So we'll adjourn at 7:30. And we'll go to the Conservation Commission.
All right, guys, thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it. Thank you for your fun.
Good luck.
Thanks.
I'll call the Conservation Commission to order at 7:30. Is there any new business?
no, Chair. I
Is
don't have
there-
a planners report, nothing.
Planners report? We're gonna have a short night, yay.
Mhm.
Uh,
I'm off of you.
what else was there? I want to do something. Oh, I wanted to congratulate Sandra on her retirement. That's what it was.
Thank you.
Yes, yes, I
Was meeting with you guys.
I was just gonna remind everyone that tonight is Sandy's last Conservation Commission meeting. 19 and a half years, roughly-ish.
Yep,
We won't be
not
exact,
quite as
so.
long as Robert, but.
No, not as long, but as I always tell, Sandy's always tells me, we get to watch these applications or listen to these applications once. She's got to listen to them sometimes 2 or 3 times.
Yeah.
So, but Without her, I'd be lost. So we have Lance Hansen is here. He's gonna be taking over for Sandy, so he's sitting in to see how it works, and he's working his way through, and he'll be here at the next meeting. So
Yep.
Well, Sandy, thank you for your service. You always done a great job helping with the meetings and helping out the commission when people call in. So I enjoy your retirement and
Thank you.
thank you for all your service.
Thanks.
Yeah,
It's been
Sandy, without you
forever.
running the show, we would all be lost. So thank you so much for the years and years and years of dedicated, outstanding service. You are an absolute gem to have, supporting the commission. And I'm sure everyone in town hall is going to be very sorry to see you go. But we're also happy for you. Congratulations
Thank
and enjoy your
you.
well-earned retirement.
Thanks. It's been a pleasure working with you guys.
so
Who's taking over, Bruce?
Lance
Lance.
Hansen, can you see him? in
My
the
name is
picture?
Lance, and hi, Mr. Fox.
Welcome,
I
Lance.
thought it might be you, Lance.
Oh, how do you go? Oh,
We used to work together.
there you go. Okay.
Well, Lance, don't get used to 7:30 nights because it doesn't happen
Yeah.
often.
Yes, this was a good. You picked the right one to show up to.
Yes.
Yeah.
I know. Same.
So,
Okay. Well, congratulations again. And
Thank you.
I guess we'll call this meeting to an adjournment.
just gotta, all we gotta do is approve the minutes. Sorry,
Oh, the minutes. Oh,
I don't want to be a bummer, but
no. Okay. Chair entertain a motion to approve the minutes of February 5th.
So moved by Eisner.
Second, Mark.
Okay, motion been made and seconded for February 5th minutes. All those in favor say aye.
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 Opposed, abstain, motion passes. Thank you for your service and have a good night.